Thanks everyone for sticking around for Quest for Quet. We are ready to go with our next run. This is Donkey Kong Jungle Beat Cactus King run by LaurieDBunnykins. So Laurie, when you are ready, the floor is yours.
Hello, my name is LaurieDBunnykins. Welcome back to me. I was on 2 runs ago, but now I'm here for the game. I have my bongos for Donkey Kong Jungle Beat. So this is a 2D platformer that I use these things to control, and it's a lot of fun. So I'm not going to waste too much time jumping into it, but I do have a commentator to introduce.
Hello, hi. I'm Limey. If you've seen other Laurie appearances on the stream, maybe you're familiar with me, maybe you're not. And if you're not, you'll find out real soon.
All right. So time is going to start when I say yes to continue without saving. And I mean, I think you just want to see what this is like. So we're going to get going. Limey, give me a countdown.
Oh, I've never trusted to this. Whoa, okay. Time will start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Good luck.
All right, yeah. So Donkey Kong Jungle Beat has, you press the right one to go right, the left one to go left, both to jump, and then...
You can clap, I've heard.
Yeah, you can clap to interact with things. I'm actually going to turn the sensitivity for the clap sensor all the way down, so talking during this run is going to become hard.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter too much. It's a secret tool that helps us later. Doesn't really matter. But yeah,
not much later.
Like Laurie's saying, this game's completely controlled with the bongos, and it's not like a platformer that like got like bongo support and it's like kind of an afterthought. No, this game was like designed with the bongos in mind, and the levels are really, really good. You'll be seeing a good most of them here.
Yeah, we're going to be seeing 12 kingdoms of 2 levels and a boss. And then another boss at the end. That Cactus King. Check this out, though.
Yeah, one of the moves in this game is a side flip, which could be really exploitable, but it's like a little bit difficult to use. But it's like a Mario 64 side flip where you go one direction, then you go the other direction. And what Laurie does there is using that clap sensor, I'll say.
Yeah.
Laurie, you want to talk about how you do that?
Yeah, so the idea is that the clap tries to like carry your momentum a little bit because of game feel reasons. So if I go onto the wall there with upward momentum and then clap every frame, which we can do humanly by blowing into the sensor, I just keep building up that like stored vertical speed. From like when I jump onto the wall, still with a little bit of upward momentum, and that keeps building. So when I get off the wall, I can go fast enough to go through like walls and ceilings and floors and whatever else exists.
Yeah, there's like some limitations to it, but that's not something we're going to get into right now, so it doesn't really matter. The big thing is that these like IWCs exist and are very useful and very, very good. And that was already 2 levels, which is absurd because this game moves like super, super fast. I would say blisteringly fast, but that's probably a little bit too real considering that these are real bongos. But yeah, a lot of the boss fights in this game work similarly, where Laura's just going to be trying to attack them and then mash the bongos.
Yeah, we basically just try and put them into a stun phase where we can start mashing on them. Dread Kong is the first Kong fight. There are 4 types of boss in each like set of levels. There's 4 levels, so we're gonna fight each boss type once per set. But Dread Kong, the first Kong fight, it's usually these like one-on-one duels where you have to dodge and then like attack back. You can interrupt him, and it's funny, and it makes his stun longer. So we can use that to 3-cycle pretty easily. And then crests, we get, based on the amount of beats we scored in a kingdom. For beating the kingdom at all, we get the bronze. For 400, we get the silver. and for 800 we get the gold. There's also a platinum one at 1200, but we only need 22 crests in 12 levels, so there's never a point where like the crest route is so desperate I need platinum. The highest one you're going to see is gold, which you're only going to see on 2 stages, and this one is one of them.
Yeah, playing 2 like score in this game is like super cool, just because it's
So fun.
pretty different than just. I don't want to say it's pretty different than taking like the fastest way, because sometimes it's just the fastest way to play certain levels. But if you're intentionally trying to get score, it is like a lot cooler. IMO.
Yeah, no. Any percent in this game only adds like 5 levels to the crest gathering, but you need 31 more crests to get the final boss, which there aren't even 31 crests in 5 levels. So that run, you're collecting gold and platinum fairly often. With that being said, though, this guy's moveset is pretty limited, and then the next stage we're playing is a stage that's pretty on rails, because it's supposed to be like easy to build up a high combo in, just to kind of show you the concept that is building a high combo in this game. So, Threech, if you have any announcements you want to make, you have a good minute or so.
My goodness, and it's going to be a good minute because I have many things to tell you, including the fact that we met the $1,500 milestone incentive to get the Donkey Kong Jungle Beat glitch exhibition following this run. So you get to break it. It's all yours. We bought it, you break it. I think that's how it works.
I think so.
Yeah, I'm seeing some hype in the chat for hitting the milestone, so thanks so much, everyone.
It's very, very exciting. That was helped in large part, from an anonymous donation in the amount of $52 with no comment. Thank you so much for helping us raise that. We are so excited. I also want to remind everyone that there is an existing bid war open for the Octopath Traveler run that is coming up following the glitch exhibition. You can choose if the runner will do that in English or in Japanese. And right now, Japanese is ahead, but you have an opportunity to donate and put that game in English. So check out !donate to apply your donation to that incentive.
I just want to say real quick because.
Oh, sorry.
Oh no, you can go. You can go.
I was gonna say, please, y'all, get your donations in for the English voices there, because if my understanding of Octopath 1 is correct, Hana is usually the reason Japanese voices are faster. So please ruin Mocha Jones's day.
It's gonna be
I was gonna say, I see Mocha in chat, so like maybe say what you prefer, and then people can maybe hit an exclamation donate to that. But while we're waiting for that, we are in our next boss fight. It's pretty simple, just because it's an early game boss fight in a platformer. But
Yeah.
you're like hitting certain health thresholds, right? And then just waiting.
So, the normal cutscene that will make a boss go into their second phase happens around 300. However, the Scruff Rock there and the next rock we're gonna fight, Fleet Rock, actually take 2 or like twice the amount of damage. Usually a boss will take 5 damage per Mongo hit, but they take 10. So I can sandbag the first hit and only go to about 310 on the health bar. And then what am I trying to say? And then on the second cycle, just go all the way from 310 to kill, which I did it a little bit wrong, but I was still able to kill from 330, which is really cool. So yeah, that skips like the cutscene into phase 2, and also skips like the attacks that a boss normally gains when going into phase 2. Speaking of skips, Start of Watermelon has something cool here. I'm gonna drift right. And once I'm falling, the first time I press a direction will actually reset my falling speed. So I use that little bit of air stall to make it to the right side of the stage there, and it skips a decent chunk of this one.
Yeah, it doesn't look like that big of a skip, but it is like a huge skip, because you have to go like all the way up that tree, then back down the tree, and then go around and then up. But
Monkey Fest is not a big level, but that skips a good percentage of it.
Yeah.
Like, it saves like 30 seconds-ish, but it genuinely does skip like 50% of the level.
Yeah, and also one thing that we didn't mention with the like crest that Laurie has to get is whenever Laurie's getting a crest that isn't just winning the levels, like which is the bronze one, she's gonna be getting a little bit higher of like score threshold. So because if you get too close, the game's gonna like, try and figure out and be like, oh, did you actually get this? Yeah, you did. It's okay. But that takes a bit of time, so it's just faster to combo a little bit higher. So for like Silver Crest, for example, which we're going to be getting here, correct?
Yes.
Instead of getting the 400, which is the threshold for that, Laura's going to be getting like 420, 430 or something.
428 for this one.
Yeah. And it's the same thing with Gold, where she's going to be getting, what, like 830? I don't remember.
840.
840. Yeah, it matters just a bit, but it's not like the biggest time save, but it's just something that like she's keeping in mind while she's playing these.
Yeah. Funny story about that is the Platinums I mentioned at 1200. Because of the difference in their animation, you don't have to do that for Platinums. So it's just Gold and Silver you have to keep that in mind for, which is a pretty big body of this run. I think there are only 4 stages in this run where we only go for bronze in this. So that's 8 stages where I have to keep that in mind still. Hogs are really bullyable.
Yeah.
You usually have to wait for them to attack you with a coconut and then throw it back at them, but you can just kind of bully them out of the boss. And they also have like weirdly long stun timers. So I'm going to 2-cycle all of these. And that's a promise. That's actually really funny though, because you can get up to 3 coconuts out of a bully at one time, and if you chain them together fast enough, each coconut throw does more damage. So you saw when I did like the triple coconut throws, it went from the first one did 10, the second one did 20, the third one did 50. You don't really need that for 2-cycle because of the boss's long stun timer, but it definitely makes it easier. But that is the end of Watermelon Kingdom. That one, pretty fast. That one went pretty well. And we only have 1 kingdom left before we're done with our first barrel of 4 kingdoms. So we're only doing 3 of these barrels. So this is almost a third of the levels in the run already done, although they do get longer on average going forward.
Just a quick update from what we were talking about earlier. Milko says in chat, if you want to see me rage, choose English voices.
Please.
So I'm begging for that exclamation donate. Pretty please get in your donations. 1, for a good cause, but 2, to see us speed on our rage on stream. Like, we don't get to see that anymore.
Connor speaks in like weird old English too. It's awesome.
I didn't know that actually. That's awesome.
Yeah, she says like, "Standest thou against I." It's awesome.
In my mind, that's just like Fire Emblem. I don't know.
Skip here, by the way.
I love this level. It like looks so cool. It's like not necessarily that hard, but the way that like the level design and the platforming works in this game just like makes this level like look so cool if you're just watching it, and it's just so smooth.
That skip is really cool, by the way. I wall jumped off of the invisible wall that is the mini boss arena spawning to reach its like area with a stun clap before I land, because once I land, it does an attack that I have to like maneuver it out of to stun it, but I can just insta stun it with that. But no, I don't want to do that. The armadillo is so sad. We always like cheese it, and then there's one level that we don't do in Cactus King because this is like up to the first credit sequence of the game, but we don't play every level. There's a level we don't do in Cactus King that has an armadillo, and we just like skip it.
So
speaking of skipping big enemies,
yeah,
that one was a little bit rough, but we eventually got it.
Yeah, that one is a bit difficult. Real quick, I just want to mention that we did get a raid, and for everyone who's new to the stream, we are raising money for a good cause, so hit that exclamation donate, and check that schedule, because there have been some absolute bangers on the day. There can be some more bangers after we're done here. So maybe if you want to help contribute for a good cause, now's the time to, maybe donate $1 because we have a minimum donation here of $1. So wouldn't hurt to just maybe get the total donations up for this event up to 100 maybe. I think we're at like 70 or something. So
yeah, we would definitely love to see that. We are right now in the middle of the bid war for the voice for Octopath Traveler. Right now, Japanese is winning at $51, and English is dragging a little bit behind at $24. Apparently, English makes the game go longer, so if you want to see that, tell you what, chat, if you donate $8, that is enough to buy a bag of training treats for Quet. You could contribute to that training experience. And if you donate, in the spirit of Donkey Kong, tell me what your favorite fruit is. Mine is grapefruit.
I think I just can't beat a good apple, honestly. Like, there are some good fruits.
We are an apple.
Yeah, we are an apple kingdom.
Yeah.
There are some other fruits I really like, but a good apple just, hits.
Yeah. I'm, looking at, the list of fruits in the kingdoms I wish to go to. The peach is just eyeing me right now.
I don't think there's anything better than a fresh summer peach. They're so
yeah.
good.
I also just love desserts you can make with peaches.
I am also looking at a list of fruits right now, except it's my Discord friend list and not an actual.
Good thing I have you blocked on Discord, so I'm not.
Yeah, great. Yeah, that's really good. Yeah, that's nice. I'm glad about that.
But yeah, this kingdom is done. So we have a little bit more time if you have anything else to plug before we get into the next levels.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we have to unlock the next set of levels, so take your time.
Yeah.
I love these little symbol monkeys that are happening in between. Just for the record, I love them. We have a $1 donation from Osborne who says, "Let's go, Laurie. I absolutely love this run and love to see one of my great friends speedrunning to help someone in need. Good luck and good job to chat for getting that incentive met. Let's keep going." Absolutely, chat. We've made some incredible momentum today, and we can keep going. So use the donate link when you type !donate in chat to get to that tracker page. You can check out what incentives and bid wars are currently available, including the Octopath Traveler language bid war. So let's make it happen. You want to make Mocha suffer, right? I'm pretty sure that's what's going on today. If we get English, it'll be good for all of us.
Yeah, I have a shirt right now on that says "I heart suffering speedrunners." So maybe do it for me.
Was that from this year's Yeti collection at SGDQ? I must have missed it.
Yeah, it was an in-person exclusive, I fear. Also, yeah, if you
bird stage.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's a bird stage here. I know that sometimes later in the game it's faster to not take the bird, but right now it's just faster to take the bird, so it's okay.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, GDQ was mentioned. I wanted to say, if you like this run, maybe check out the run that Laurie did at GDQ, because there's a speech at the end, it's emotional. Plus, I was also there. I don't know, I think it was very fun. Plus, seeing the audience go absolutely wild with just reacting to the tricks in this game is super fun. So if you want to check that out, maybe look at Laurie's event runs and follow Laurie and all that stuff. Twitch.tv/LaurieDBunnykins.
They went bananas.
Yes.
Listen, it's
Rara, can we get someone else on here? Rara, please.
No. This is good. This is good.
How do we ban Threech from Discord?
How to attack people through the computer screen.
I do that all the time.
I love doing that. So this is Mohawk. This is, like I said, there's 4 boss types in this game. So this is our first repeat boss type. Pretty much the idea behind repeat bosses is that Mohawk kind of just starts as phase 2 of the previous Hog we fought, Rogue Hog. So we're gonna see a funny attack here. The idea that never got shown off in the first Hog fight is that starting in phase 2, Rogue Hog can throw these spiky balls instead of just the coconuts. So the idea behind Mohawk is that he starts with that ability in his phase 1, and then in his phase 2, he gets that little electric dash attack that we saw. And then the next Hog we fight is going to start with that electric dash attack, like as an option, and then gain another ability that the fourth Hog, if we were fighting them in this run, would also have. So it's kind of like these, like, as you keep going, they keep like branchingly getting stronger and stronger.
Are you telling me that there's like progression in this game?
Yeah, it's actually the first ever game to have progression.
Dude, we have got to write this down. And just like we have to write this down, and before I get into this, I will say I did ask in Discord because there was some messages posted, and you know, there's like a new milestone incentive that got open. I was like, can I pretty please announce this? And then everyone was like, yeah, you can announce it. So by the end of the Celeste run, you know, the one that Carrie Graham's doing, if you've ever seen GDQ, you might know Carrie. She's absolutely floated. She's going to be doing a glitch exhibition, which includes a glitch called warp menu storage, where Carrie stores the map map's warp menu in Celeste's traditional retry slot, and can warp to like any location. It's like super cool. You're gonna want to see it. Like I said, it is at the end of the Celeste run, but this run and the next run and also the next run are gonna be super fast. So if you want to see that, you don't have that much time. We have to get to 1,700 total raised for that, and all 1,700 of that is going to be going to a good cause. So absolutely get in your donations for that. I'm sorry, Reach. You can say anything else if you want to add anything.
No, I'm just here in the presence of greatness, and honestly, you're making my job a lot easier.
Yeah, I just really wanted to do it because I don't usually get to ask if I can read host things.
You do what makes you happy, and it makes me happy that you're happy. So I'm really excited for the Celeste incentive. Everyone should donate if you can, because we're coming up on the end of the marathon at the end of tonight. So time is running out, but you can still do it.
Yeah, and this level is a water level, but it's actually not boring, believe it or not. There's like the water like slipstreams basically that Laurie's gonna be trying to swim through, but she's kind of navigating, and then there's one specific like cycle here that like she's trying to make, right?
Yeah. This like whale at the bottom goes in like a circle. So
yeah, but like if she misses the cycle, then she's gonna have to like waste more time to like try and wait for the next one. So she was trying to get to like a specific one.
Well, I don't have to wait for the next one. It just like moves around that room.
Yeah.
And will only exit the room when it's actually at that point in the circle. So like there you saw me grab it and it left pretty instantly, but if you go to my GDQ run, you'll see me like grab it at the start of that circle and it'll like go around in a full loop before.
Yeah, if you've ever seen a bus where like it like has to stop and then it's like that.
So imagine a bus.
Chat, we did it. Clap it up.
Let's go. So Karate Kong's stun timer is like weirdly long, as you can see by my 300 damage. So yeah, that's the end of that boss fight, pretty much.
Oh yeah, I thought that was really difficult for you.
It's actually not the easiest.
Yeah, but you're like really good at like hitting the bongos. And
yeah.
Everyone in chat should like donate $1 to hit the bongo for you to like save your arms.
That's true. I would appreciate that.
I just want to mention in that last level, at the very end of the notes, because I have the notes document pulled up, because I like have played this game, but I don't know that much about the run still, so I like have the notes document from GDQ up. There's like the actual notes, and then it goes dash whale frame rule in parentheses imagine a whale. So I really wanted to like incorporate that again.
You definitely, yeah, that was one of the bits you planned out well in advance.
Yeah. I just want everyone to know that it was in the notes, so I did have to say it.
Yeah. And now we're doing, I think this is the only race in this category. We're racing.
My GameCube's not on. I'm losing.
Okay. Alright, well, I'm not gonna stop. It's a race.
You know what? That's my bad. I should have been more prepared for this.
The tortoise and the hare, but the tortoise forgot to like turn on his console, and the rabbit like laughs and turns it off.
That's so real.
So yeah, we're gonna get a bonus when we win. Yeah, the hare has a discrete error. So we're gonna get a lot of points when we win. I like getting points. Watch this. Look at all those points. But this next stage is pretty simple. It's kind of built in a way that it's like trying to be another on-rail stage, but it's a little bit harder. But I'm gonna be trying to like break it a fair amount. By just like trying to use normal movement wherever possible. So
I don't really know what this guy is. This guy's weird.
I don't either. But if you three each have anything you want to say, well, I'm just kind of jumping through this. Now's a great time.
Many things I want to say, but there are a few things that I must say.
Okay, that makes sense.
I know we said imagine a bus, but I'm gonna just pivot a little bit and ask you to imagine a train. So at the $1,700 milestone for the Celeste glitch incentive, Terry is going to crash the game using a berry train. I don't know what that means. There's fruit involved, which is, you know, thematically appropriate.
Oh yeah, with this run as well, there's fruit involved.
Transit, yeah. It's wild. All of it's coming together. I don't know what's happening, but folks, now's the time to donate to make that happen, because if we hit $1,700, we can get a berry train crash happening. I again don't know what it means, but I would challenge you at this point, at 30 minutes into this run, can we do a $3 train for the berry train? Who wants a ticket? Choo choo.
Do we have the
30
budget? Like,
minutes in.
does Osborne have the budget for like an entire like berry train? Like, is that okay?
I feel like right now, since we're in summer, their berries are the least expensive they're going to be year round. So now's the time.
Season, yeah.
No, but I want my like December berries as well. Like I show a lot of love for December like strawberries. I don't like this guy very much.
Oh.
The spider?
Yeah.
Well, he's dead.
Well, yeah, but I still don't like him very much.
Okay, well, I have great news. You remember that bird that I two-cycled and skipped the cutscene? We're fighting it again, basically. So, if you don't like this guy either, great news.
Ooh, bad news.
I actually do like this design a fair bit.
Yeah, this is the same, pretty much the same thing as the first one, where there's going to be an exact amount of hits that Laurie's going to be doing, and then a little bit more of an exact amount of hits that Laurie's going to be doing.
Yeah, check out how exact this amount is.
It's that shrimple.
Pretty simple.
Is that an egg?
I think so. I think that's what that's supposed to be.
Chat, let's hear it for egg.
Egg!
Can we get like just a legible chat except for like the egg emoji? Because I'm pretty sure there's an emoji that's just like an egg, right? Like.
Can I get cursive egg?
Cursive egg.
Yeah, just.
Can we get like the cursive raw copy pasta, but instead of like all the symbols, is just replace all of them with different like egg emojis? Yeah. Let's do that. Let's do that.
So this stage is all about going down.
Oh yeah, we do that sometimes.
So this comes with a not very flashy but incredibly practical infinite wall clap.
Well, yeah. Sometimes you just IWC for like Swaggingtons and whatever.
And hey, look at that! We're at the bottom of the level.
Oh! And the big fruit that lets you finish the level. We're so back.
Yeah, that one skips a lot of like looping around. And then there's like there's a very small IWC in this stage. just to like skip some climbing because climbing normally is a cringe, I guess.
Laurie, I have some good news for you.
What?
People in the chat are giving us the curse of egg emoji, egg emoji, egg emoji. You get the point. I think that's good for the run. I'm not quite sure. We also did get another raid, so just want to mention we're raising money for a good cause here. Exclamation donate so we can schedule all of that good stuff. We are raising money for Trainer Nade, whose channel we're graciously streaming on. Is that how that works? If it's, never mind. I wouldn't worry about it.
I don't know, but your donations go directly to them.
Yeah, because this is like a donation charity marathon, but like for it's like a quest. Whoa! Like for Quet. Whoa.
And chat, don't forget, in about 40 seconds, we are going to be starting that. I guess it's an egg train, a berry train. Can we get a dozen eggs, donations of $3 to raise more money during our quest for Quet?
I'm sure that $3 is like worth one egg.
$3 berry egg train.
Yeah,
chat,
yeah.
I want to see donations and egg. If you just send me egg, I will read off your eggs. Sounds worse than I wanted it to. I will read every egg that gets sent to me. There it is.
Well, I also live in a decent city, so like the ticket to like the bus or whatever is only like $2.50 instead of $3. So
the next time that I get on public transit, I'm going to hand them an egg and see what happens.
I'm scared for you, but I envy you. I think.
Too.
I'm not sure.
We're talking about eggs. Do you want to talk about screen sweeping lasers, though?
Oh, not at all. Oh, what?
All right, I have to back this up.
Okay, this bit sucks. Yeah, this is the next Tusk fight, and it has lasers that sweep to the screen, as Laurie alluded to.
Yeah, I can hit the body. Am I getting hit there? I am. Okay. I can hit the body of the Tusk once it starts the laser nozzle to end the laser early, which is good and important because the laser is like a nozzle that blocks its nose, so I can't like put the pineapple in the nose when it's shooting the laser. So I want to do that because that's how you damage the boss.
Yeah. Also, I know it has not been that much time since you've last talked the Reach, but is there anything you want to say before we get into the next set of levels?
Listen, I can absolutely yap all day. You're good. I'd like to call out a few donations here. Thank you very much for our...
Oh, we're fast here.
$3 egg train. We've got an anonymous $3 donation that just says egg. We've got also a $5 donation from Chibi Carrera that says, imagine a bongo. Fair enough. And we've got a $10 donation from Laser Trap with no comment, but thank you all very much for your donations.
And I just want to remind everyone that Celeste incentive is not getting any further away. So if you really want to see Carry Terrarium crash the video game, which I didn't even know you can crash Celeste for one, like absolutely get in your donations.
Yep, we are about, I think $181 away, if math is mathing correctly, from making that milestone happen. So folks, now's the time to donate.
Yeah, if one person in chat donates $181, we will be there, but that is a little bit unrealistic. Laurie here is going to be doing a trick that's a little bit specific, that is hard and difficult, where she's going to be trying her best to like skip like a mini boss, but
I'm skipping to right before it.
Yeah, I was going to say fairly short.
Because I usually need to kill these two things, but there's a trick to skip the one on the right.
Yep. It is really difficult, and it's like I said, it's very particular, so Laurie can do the same thing, basically, but sometimes she'll just barely not get past like those two tree guys. Very unfortunate, but not that much of a time loss, so it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, and getting past 3 guys is definitely the exception and not the rule.
Yeah.
Usually you land right on him, pretty much. I landed, like, right before him because it was a little bit weaker than normal, but it still landed.
Why are we in the middle of a volcano? We were just, like, in, like, a glacier or whatever.
Variety. Spice of life.
Life contains multitudes.
Yeah, like berries and eggs and crashing the game or whatever. I don't really know what's going on. We so far off.
I never have.
Oh, this guy's cool.
He loves tennis.
Do you think he'd like do pickleball like real good?
Probably. I'm not a pickle, I don't know.
That's like the funniest thing I've ever heard.
Oh my goodness. I'm not doing those. Oh. My bad. There we go. Yeah, so that mushroom launches you into this mini-boss arena. Where there's this guy. I'm gonna get points. So we set up the 4 combo there, so that I get 68 beats from that. If you still don't fully understand how this game's combo system works, if you don't have a combo and you collect that whole circle of beats that the mini-boss spawns, you get 44. But since I had a combo of 4 moves, or I guess 3 moves technically, because the first move sets you to combo 2. Since I had a combo of 4 in 1 airtime, I got like an extra half, pretty much. This is Hard Rock.
Is this the Cactus King?
No, this is Hard Rock.
Okay. So yeah, I'm aware that this is pretty similar to the other ones, except it's actually a little bit harder this time.
Yes.
I know that he like starts on like a phase where like he just takes less damage, which is very unfortunate, right? Is that
yeah, unlike the first 2 rocks, this guy does not take the double damage that we could use to cycle skip. So, it leads to our new strategy of just trying to react to him.
Sometimes you can try to react to him.
Yeah, we're usually
really
just
rough. Yeah.
waiting for him to go to a spot, and if we can reach him from that spot, we go. Thankfully, every attack he did there was somewhere I could get him rather easily, so that was one of the cleanest Hard Rock fights you can have.
If you want to see one of the filthiest and dirtiest Hard Rock fights Laurie's ever had, again, .com/GamesDoneQuick. I feel like I'm shilling for the company that I work for. This is like lame. I hate this.
Yeah, this is corporate.
Yeah. Anyways, it was still a really good run though, so.
That was a really good run. This is also going pretty well. That was a really good boss fight, so I'm amped. We have 3 more stages before Cactus King himself, though. Coming up next is going to be Peach, which has what I would probably consider the most inconsistent and like tricky infinite wall clap. But we do have a little bit of swimming section to get through first, so I get time to prepare.
Like mentally, yeah.
Yeah.
I know that like to do this, you have to like line up in a little bit of like a weird spot before you can actually like attempt it, and it's gonna be a little difficult, but it does save a lot of time. So, like I said, or like she said, Laurie's gonna be going for it. For the most part, there's not really a reason to not go for most of these because they're just like, if you know how to do the setup, then it's worth it, but just a little weird.
Yeah, so here goes nothing. I tried to get some more breath by pausing there, but I just didn't. Donkey Kong didn't do what I wanted. There we go.
First try.
So
I'm counting that as first try.
Sure.
Spiritually, first try.
There we go. Yeah, so I want to be careful there because I need to use this fish to access the end of the level, but its like hitbox where it recognizes me from behind is not very big, and there's a decent chunk of it where the first projectile that the boss shoots will just hit the wall. So I need to stand in a pretty specific, or like swim in a pretty specific spot, I guess, once I get that IWC to play like the tennis mini game from behind, so that I can get out of there. It's really cool. I think it is one of the cooler looking things in the run, especially like when you know the difficulty that goes into getting that fish. But it is also one of the hardest portions of the whole run, so I'm glad I got it pretty good.
Yeah, I've seen Laurie lab that a bunch, and it just sometimes doesn't work. So I'm happy that
there's also a harder version that theoretically skips more, but I find that one often leaves you stranded, like in the middle of the level, like after the IWC, but you didn't get the whole thing. I also skipped the bird because it makes this bee annoying. Like, you see how I slipped under him without grabbing him? If I grabbed that bird, I would have to grab him.
But yeah, one other thing about the pausing, like I mentioned earlier, very earlier, there's like pausing that can be involved. Laurie is able to pause the game to like catch breath to like continue in IWC, but it also, there's like a timer on how long an IWC can last. So by pausing, it also resets that, which is going to use in a bit, right? Not yet.
2 stages from now. The last stage of the run, pretty much.
Yeah.
But there's something cool here. Yeah, remember when I said we, like, always cheese that armadillo and I feel bad for it a little bit? That's the other one in the run.
I like how you didn't have to, like, hit, like, the bongos on that, because DK was just dancing. He's getting kind of jiggy with it.
I have all the points I already want, yeah. So this boss, unlike the first 2 tusks where in the stun phase, getting all the pineapples insta-ends the phase, this boss will always make you wait the same amount of time. So, if you don't need the damage, there's no reason to throw the last pineapple on the boss, which means I can just use it to prepare for the next cycle.
Laurie is this the Cactus King?
Right.
Okay.
This is Torch.
All I'm saying is we're getting real close to the end, and I would love to see what Cactus King looks like. Or I guess
we're not that far away from him.
Yeah, because we're not that far away from him. Just want to remind everyone in chat, hit that exclamation donate if you want to see that Celeste incentive, and also we have a glitch incentive for the end of this run, right?
Yeah, I think it's already been met.
Yeah, it's already been met. Yeah. But
did I take damage? Wait,
you want to see more glitches in video games? Like,
oh, you take damage.
Get in those donations.
So yeah, no, you can mostly stun lock that guy. You can do it entirely, but I autopiloted and didn't because I hate going in Whimsy and I hate showing viewers the optimal strats. If you want to see me be, oh, I didn't realize that damage that I took, right. So something I never explained is that beats is health in-game. So if I take damage, I also lose the points that I'm using to get crests. So I didn't realize, like, I took damage on that fight because I messed up my pattern, and I forgot that that would put me at risk of losing the silver crest there, but I didn't exactly. So
yeah, it was 400 cool. Exactly. So you can kind of see, like, the little, like, fake out.
You saw the little fake out, yeah.
For the fans, that was scary because I noticed that and didn't say anything.
I did not say anything. I was too busy thinking about the Cactus King or whatever.
Yeah.
But this stage, we have another long snow bull riding section, but we also have not a lot of time to meet that milestone. Whatever the next one is. We don't have a lot of time before the bid war, the language for Octopath Traveler is decided.
I was gonna say that exact same thing in my mind.
Threech, if you have messages from people who want to decide that language, or want to meet that next milestone, or
anything really,
what they would be raising money for if they were to donate for that bid war milestone, you have like so much time. I don't have anything to say until like the boss fight of this stage if I really want to. And that's in like several minutes.
Wonderful. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate the opportunity because I am excited to share some stuff with chat. So, chat, as a reminder, we want to raise $1,700 for the Celeste Glitch exhibition. And we do need to raise that by the end of the Celeste run, but that is going to come up before you know it. So, here's some information for you, chat. If you've ever gone to work and you need some good shoes to last you through an entire shift at work, well, Threech, where are you going with this? $25 will cover 2 adult dog shoes. Now, those booties that those dogs wear are really important because they will protect Quet's paws from hot pavement, ice, salt, broken glass, and all sorts of other hazards that service dogs can run into. So, if you are out there and you can make a $25 donation, you will not only get us closer to that milestone incentive, you will also be able to buy 2 adult dog shoes for Quet. And on top of that, if you choose to apply that to the English incentive for the Octopath Traveler language bid war, you will push English ahead of Japanese because that is less than $20 difference right now. You could cover all of those things all at once with a $25 donation. So if this sounds like something that you are able to do out there in chat, !donate to get that link to get to that donation page. We super appreciate it. I always tell people one of the most helpful things you can do when you're feeling like, oh, I wish there was something material that I could do for the world right now. Mutual aid like this event is one of the most helpful things that you can do. One of the most direct ways that you can make an impact on someone's life. I really can't stress it enough, and it is so easy to feel helpless and feel like you're not able to really do too much in this world, which is just all sorts of up and down right now. You can make a difference by making a donation and supporting Trainer Anade and Quet. So now is the time to donate. We would so appreciate it. We're here to raise some funds for a friend, and we are very excited to share this marathon with you. So please consider making a donation in any amount. The minimum is $1. Donate what you can. We'd love to see it.
Reach, I have an important question about what you just said.
Uh-oh.
You talked for a little bit about, like these service dogs, right? And like little booties. What if I want to see a picture of one of those? Because like you're talking a lot about a dog in like shoes, and that's like adorable. What if I want to see like where I can find these dogs in shoes?
It's a great question. I'm sure we've got some information over in the Discord, but folks, I mean, it's so important for these. So service dogs have a job. They need shoes to be able to do that job safely and effectively. And I will see how we can source some pictures because I don't know, like, I am such a dog person. My dog is actually, well, he was sitting right next to me, but I think he left and is now laying on the rug. But if I can get any of you dog pictures, especially dogs in booties, especially dogs with jobs in booties, I will do that very thing.
Thank you so much, Threech. I'm awaiting your response.
It's my very graceful segue, and Trainer Anade has been kind enough to share a link in chat to their Discord that does have pictures of Percy in shoes. So if you want to go see a very good dog in very good shoes, follow that Discord link, join Trainer Anade's Discord, and look for those pictures.
I have great news about the timing of that read.
Yeah,
Incredible news.
So funny story, that last stage ends with this mini boss fight where you have to wait for the bird to throw a pineapple so you can throw it back at them. I don't know the chances of that, but they threw 4 spiky balls that weren't pineapples before throwing a pineapple, and I think that's the most I've ever seen.
It's definitely the most I've seen.
Just a quick call out.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. If you use !socials in chat, thank you for everyone who provided a reminder here that !socials will actually allow you to keep up with Quet and Anade's journey after the event. If you want to see pictures, go check that out. !socials.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So the thing I was gonna say is just that boss is mainly mean because the platform layout of that fight is a little evil, but I kind of gained.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was really fast.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah, if you've ever seen Super Smash Bros. Melee for the Nintendo GameCube, it's like that. Some levels have platforms, some don't, some have weird platforms, and sometimes certain matchups on certain platform layouts are the worst thing ever. So
yeah,
Laurie just played that really, really well.
Donkey Kong below
Laurie gets to throw a stage
100-0.
Yeah. Laurie gets to throw a chair off stage now. That's what I'm saying.
Yes!
Yeah!
Alright, so this is the last kingdom before Cactus King, the end of the run. Durian Kingdom starts with Battle for Storm Hill, which is really iconic and difficult, so I'm going to focus up.
Yeah, I think it's also fitting they put Durian as like the last kingdom over the end of at least this run in particular, because Durian is like kind of a difficult fruit to eat.
Yeah,
also, it kind of smells bad, but that's different.
The full game Last Kingdom is Starfruit, which I think is pretty cool.
Oh, I know that from like Plants vs Zombies.
Yeah.
Have either of you had Starfruit before?
No.
I haven't.
I haven't either.
I have like Plants vs Zombies.
I'm a big fan of Plants vs Zombies. I'm like thinking about playing Plants vs Zombies now. I really sabotaged myself.
Yeah, you don't have much more longer to wait, to be fair.
Yeah. I can't believe we're already almost done.
Yeah. So those fighters have 3 possible attack cycles, and that was the fastest one.
I was gonna actually say that, like the exact way you said it.
Yeah, we didn't get the fastest one during Lemon, so...
It's like Redemption.
It's Redemption. And then this is the extended infinite wall clap. You remember that thing Limey said about pausing?
Yeah, it's gonna be like that, but like cooler. So you actually get to see it this time. Yeah, so Laurie's gonna be going... I don't know if that came through Discord, but still. We're gonna be just be blowing into the clap sensor, and then pausing and blowing into the clap sensor, and then pausing and then blowing into the clap sensor. And then, yeah, we get all the way to the end of the level, pretty much. There's a little bit of level left, but that's pretty much the entire thing. And even if you could, like, co-op that to, like, do it all in one breath, or, like, have, like, a air compressor blow into the clap sensor, still would not work, because there's, like, a timer on it, like I said earlier, that needs to be reset with the pause button every time.
I knocked one of my headphones out when lifting up my bongos for that, fun fact.
We cannot overstate the fact that Laurie has done this entire run on bongos. I am losing
I'm
that
sweaty.
fact sometimes.
Yeah, the camera's right there. It is very, very impressive.
I don't know if it's good to admit that I'm sweaty, but I am sweaty.
Who among us?
I think
honestly?
sweating's okay.
Yeah, sweating is totally natural.
That's true.
All natural.
I just mean, like, is it natural because you're pressing, like, plastic fake bongos so hard?
Well, yeah, but also, like, doing drum rolls is sweat generating, I think. Laurie, is this
I got
Cactus
there. No, this is Ninja Kong.
Yeah, and this is pretty much the same as some of the other Kong fights, but it's a little bit different, but that doesn't actually matter. Laurie's still 1v1ing the hell out of this Kong.
I got trolled at the beginning of this fight, but it's fine. We made it out. And yeah, no, that is the last main kingdom before the final boss of the run, Cactus King. So we just have one more of these victory cutscenes, and level unlock animations, and we have a very short stage into a very easy boss. We're like less than 2 minutes from the run ending.
Laurie, I have a question.
What's up?
Will this be the Cactus King?
Yes.
Chat, there's not much more time. Exclamation donate right now if you want to influence that next Octopath Traveler bid war. If you want to see Mocha get really mad at the level, not the level, at the game with English voices,
Please,
it is in sniping range, so.
Yeah.
It's less than $20 apart, honestly. A $20 donation could change the tide. Could make Mocha rage at this game. Now is the time.
Yep. So I'm gonna go for an IWC to enter this boss fight slightly earlier.
Yeah, this is also extended, but it's like not as extended.
Yeah, the boss foot trigger is usually at the top of the room, but it reaches pretty far down, I think, is what's happening there. Yeah, so time is going to be when this boss he reaches 0. The pig we destroy on its own, and then we start dealing with the boss health bar.
This is a cactus, by the way.
Yeah, this is the cactus king. So I'm going to run under his legs, jump, throw his, grab his back, throw against the wall, and then combo him, and then he's going to launch me up. And I'm going to grab the back of his head, throw him against the wall, and repeat until dead.
You're chain grabbing this guy. Maybe the melee comparison wasn't that far off.
And yeah, I did a little bit of a slow attack, unfortunately, there. Okay. That's time. That was funky.
GG's.
I have very unfortunate news.
Yeah?
Which is that, little mess up I did where I grabbed the front of the head instead of the back cost me like a 2-second PB.
No!
That was, yeah, no, that was a...
I was gonna say, because that was a really good run. I was gonna ask what that was on the splits. Holy moly.
What was I gonna say? My PB in this game is pretty up and down. I'm not at a point where I'm, super satisfied with my time in it. But I also don't play this game a lot because of the physical factor. So I haven't gotten a PB that I'm, truly, good sitting down with. So I might have to play more of this game still. But that was a pretty good run. Again, it was really close to my PB. And my PB is still, 3rd place on the leaderboard. If I submitted it. So that's cool.
So, yeah, all you're hearing right now is that LaurieDBunnykins is floated and you should follow her. I think.
Yeah.
But also, I know that there's a glitch incentive, and I know...
There is! I have to keep playing the game!
Yeah, there's a glitch exhibition incentive, and I know Tech is, they're, quick in their boots right now because they don't have this information. Do we have to, go to break real quick to set that up, or are we just going to get right into that?
Oh, I'm ready. Okay,
cool. I guess that answered that question.
Yeah, I can click the level right here on my memory card and play them. So, yeah, so this is the set of levels that you would usually play in, any percent before fighting the true final boss, Ghastly King. We don't play these in Cactus King. The goal is just to reach this first boss. But 3 of these have a race level. 2 of them have a pretty major infinite wall clap in the race, and 1 of them has it after. So we are going to start with Pear Kingdom on the left with Deep Sea Sprint. I'm going to IWC into this left wall. It might take a few tries. There we go. And then I'm going to rhythmically tap right to swim at a kind of down right angle until I hit the trigger to start the race, at which point I'm going to start mashing until I can tell by the way the physics change and the sound effect that Donkey Kong is out of the water. I'm then going to ground pound after enough moving right and land back in bounds at the end of the race, and that is going to be the end of the level and a free 500 beats. Pretty cool.
Laurie, I have really, really good news for you.
What's up?
There is a wave of people in chat right now announcing that they suddenly have a massive urge to follow LaurieDBunnykins on all of her social media.
Oh, all of my social media? Like twitch.tv/LaurieDBunnykins and bsky.app/LaurieDBunnykins.fastestfurs.com. You don't even need to type the bsky.app part of that way. You can just type LaurieDBunnykins.fastestfurs.com and, like, follow me. And I'll make your timeline
A little bit worse.
a little bit worse. So yeah, the IWC in this bird race is in the next level after, so I gotta just get to show you this bird race, but I do think this one is pretty cool. We have some intentional dismounts here, where it's faster to just run down some slopes rather than wait for the bird to, like, go down themselves. And once I grab this bird, we are just gonna kind of float up to the end, so.
Also, I want to announce that someone in chat said the word "groated," and I think I'm going to steal that for the rest of my life. That is the best thing I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Groated is so good.
Yeah, I don't know how long it's been since I've said in a marathon run, or since I haven't said in a marathon run, that one of my favorite rhythm games, Vivid Stasis, is free to play on Steam.
And we get to say it here, so that is really why I said it. If you want to talk about Vivid Stasis, now it's good and it's free.
So I did not get the funny thing. So that's the IWC you usually use in this stage, in the 80% run. I wanted to try and show off the funny thing, which is that IWC has soft lock potential, but I did not get the soft lock. So, unfortunately, you still got to see a cool IWC, though. You saw me land in the middle of a lava platform, so that one's really fun. And we have one more race level and one more IWC to show off. This one is pretty standard, but it's pretty funny, too. I just make it to the top of that wall, and I zip all the way to this part of the race. Notably, the race hasn't started yet, but the trigger for races to start is infinitely vertical. So, that was pretty fast, I'd say.
I think that's cheating.
Yeah, so that is some strats that we use in the all levels full game any percent run that we don't get to see in the Cactus King run because we don't do those levels. So that's all I have to show off. Thank you all so much for meeting that extra glitch incentive, because those are some really cool levels. I do really like what these levels add to the run, even if they are very difficult. I'll just take this time to quickly shout out the Jungle Beat community. They're a really small but dedicated group of people, and they're really fun to be around. As well as just everybody who, you know, got me on this event, Osborne, all the staff, everyone else, and all my friends who like watching me speedrun. Thank you so much for having me. One of my favorite RPG speedruns is up next, so keep your butt parked. And enjoy the rest of the event. The rest of it is a banger, as it has been the whole time. So have a great rest of your evening with a great event.
Goodbye, everyone.
All right, everyone. Thank you so much for sticking around for today's portrayal of Quest for Quet. We are so excited to be here with you. And we are very excited for our upcoming runs tonight, including Octopath Traveler by Mocha Jones 10. That is coming up next. It's the Honnet story, and I want to let you all know we do have a bid war that is currently ongoing, and we do have an update on that bid war. The voice language for the characters in the game, you can choose between English and Japanese in our bid war. And right now, thanks to a $25 anonymous donation, we have changed the voice acting to English. Now, we know that that's going to make Mocha suffer, and at the end of the day, isn't our entire goal to make speedrunners suffer? That is happening very shortly, and if you want to secure English's place in front, you can donate using !donate and then get the link there. Or if you want Japanese to pull ahead, you would need at least a $7 donation to make that happen. So same place, !donate, and don't forget to apply your donation to that incentive. So stick around, we'll have that run here for you shortly.